As President Obama introduces new climate change regulations, one of his aides calls for a war on coal. Some lawmakers on both sides of the aisle say that translates to a war on jobs.
Caught in the crossfire here, thousands and thousands of American jobs, blue-collar, high-paying jobs.
Businesses and lawmakers on both sides of the aisle calling it a war on coal and on jobs.
What the president is proposing here will result in basically a national energy tax.
We're talking about a tax increase to the American people.
It's going to have enormous impact on energy costs.
For hardworking taxpayers, people whose energy bills are going to go up, their gas bills are going to go up, their electricity bills are going to go up.
Under my plan of a cap and trade system, electricity rates would necessarily skyrocket. Even, regardless of what I say about whether coal is good or bad, because I'm capping greenhouse gases, coal-powered plants, natural gas, you name it, whatever the plants were, whatever the industry was, they would have to retrofit their operations. That will cost money. They will pass that money on to consumers.
Despite $390 million in tax subsidies, battery manufacturer A123 Systems is struggling. That's the 9th green company to have some financial troubles, but that does not seem to be stopping the White House from doubling down on green.
And it shouldn't come as any surprise. This is a president who sacrifices as little ideologically as possible in every area of his presidency, including these green jobs, green energy boondoggles. But remember, ideology for him trumps everything. So the whole idea of going green, these green jobs, boondoggles, pouring hundreds of billions of dollars into various green energy programs over the years, is to try to make traditional fossil fuel oils much more expensive, electricity, coal, and so on, oil, natural gas, so expensive that we would have to go the alternative route. And that's why he's gone down this road.
So you think he secretly wants these high prices?
Yes.
We cannot tolerate policies that harm our economy and drive businesses overseas.
Declaring a war on coal is tantamount to declaring a war on jobs.
This president is not focusing on what America's focusing on.
We're talking about with this green jobs disaster. TerraGen, Bill, is part of this big consortium that got billions of dollars from the federal government, about $2.4 billion in all these government subsidies and supports. TerraGen has created from $468 million in grants, 50 permanent jobs. That's $9 million
a job
per job.
Right.
It looks like a total in this 1705 project has been like 1,174 permanent jobs have been created. A total of loans have been made of $16 billion, which comes to $13,738,075 for every created job.
As you say, the top priority was jobs, 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 and he went for health care.
President Obama's most important domestic initiative is facing a significant setback.
A central component of President Obama's health care overhaul will be delayed.
The administration is delaying what's been called the employer mandate,
a key requirement that would have forced businesses with 50 or more workers to provide health care insurance to their employees.
Some small business owners said they would lay off workers so they had less than the 50 employees that brought them under the new law.
Even Democrats saying that implementing Obamacare has the potential to be a train wreck. Well, now you have the prospect of a slow-motion train wreck.
I don't know how you could create a mechanism that has more downward pressure on employment than this health care bill.
These penalties create a perverse and powerful incentive for employers to cut the hours their employees are allowed to work.
You're going to see a lot of people shift from full-time to part-time, which is going to decrease the take-home pay for a lot of Americans.